And then there's this, we're supposed to have this Panam Masters in 2024. And I'm all for sports tourism. I'm all for events that will generate income, etc. But I think we have to work also on developing our masters and in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, first of all, we have to talk about, are we going to start to have masters championships? Is it the discussions we need to start to have is, are we going to continue as the Amateur Swimming Association of Trinidad and Tobago, or are we going to start having a water polo committee, a masters committee, etc.? So it could be more directed that way. But at any day, we have a masters championship coming up in 2024, right? I think we need to start to have some masters championships in Trinidad and Tobago between now and 2024 to attract more masters into the sport, so that we can have our best team performing in front of Trinidad and Tobago. There are many. I mean, Chantal told me she wanted to come back and swim, and Sean on a relay team. We have to put things. Okay, that was a lie. I think it was like that tonight. But there are masters that want to come back out and swim. And now, first of all, the environment for swimming, many people don't like it. So that's part of the reason they don't want to come. But at the same time, too, we have to invite them in. We have to create opportunities. We have to create events if we want to do that. So if it means having a masters committee to drive that thing. We can't be having a big event here in 2024 and we haven't worked to build our masters here. So I think that is a big thing that needs to start happening in 2022, 2023, because I would like Trinidad and Tobago to show up when they are masters.
Right. I think just who's talking?
Right?
No, for me, I'm just excited about masters and having a masters event, hoping that it will spark a return of some of the swimmers that have fallen off. I mean, it gives us an opportunity to showcase the longevity of the sport. I mean, we have persons that are still swimming the open water, like Gordon Board, etc., who's in his 80s. It gets to show the public that you don't have to stop swimming at 18 or 20 when you finish university, etc. As an advocate for women and girls in sport, a lot of women tend to fall off, when they have their children and, they have to work and all these kinds of things. And they think, okay, I didn't go to the Olympics, so my swimming career is over. It gives them an opportunity now to come back and still compete at a very high level. I've done master's training in the US. And let me tell you something, that training session, oh my God, just as brutal as a teenage workout, So there is hope. I really want to see masters get revitalized. I hope this event will give it a little publicity.
I think, my take on it is, Jason, is that I think that, contrary to what we think, I think the masters are pretty vibrant. I think that the Learn fraction is pretty vibrant. There's so many programs running. What we need is coordination. What we need is a unified effort. That's all I need. Because if I go to any pool and you're watching masters programs, and this thing had to be something, because most pools have a master's program running, right? So
in the West.
In the West, yeah. Sorry, but I'm just saying that I think that it is they have a market fit. Yeah. It's just that it needs to be under the umbrella and not be an add-on. So if you go to our national championships and let's have an event where they jump in with the 18 and overs, it's not really masters. Yeah. Right, so definitely looking at a masters competition separate and apart, and let's see if this is something that we can make a highlight, because let's look at it. A masters swimming has a different, it attracts a different target market than age group swimming.
Right.
All right, so you're gonna get a lot of prospective sponsorship and through your colleagues, etc. So you don't necessarily need to be. And that could flow into the other fraction of the swimming and the aquatics, at the younger level and the younger age groups. But we definitely need to highlight the masters on their own. All right. Similarly, we need to have a way to really bring all these learning programs under the asset umbrella and see how we could really ramp up the amount of participants that we have in clubs and in competition. All right, we can't have all these people learn to swim and let's leave them to go wherever and then that's it. It's not. I mean, I'm all for people being able to survive, but I think that we could do a little bit more, and not just as Shanta said, the talent go to waste.
And one thing with the masters too, I mean, well, this your golden board is like 80 something years old. I think the health and wellness part of it too is a big thing. I mean, a lot of time we talk about sport and thing, but the health and wellness part of swimming, I mean, there's a marketing thing for us too. Do you want to look like golden board at 80? Come and swim. You know?
No, what I like about masters though, apart from the what I like about masters, apart from the competitive side of it, masters know how to lie. Some of y'all need to learn from the masters. Masters know how. Masters have a vibe. That's something that needs to trickle down to the rest of the association. That lining and camaraderie again. We need that life.